Hello amazing leaders, and welcome to day 76 of the amazing 90-day challenge. Today's topic is the pen still mightier than the sword? I wonder now, has it become more more the keyboard or the keyboard warriors, maybe the internet or social media, than the actual physical pen? I also wonder whether the pen sometimes leads to the sword, to war, to violence, to people getting hurt or upset by what they say about other people, especially on social media as well. A lot of people can hide behind what they're saying because they don't have their real profile on there, and they're actually putting out messages that aren't helpful, that are actually hurtful to others as well. So what are you doing in your world to make a difference? How are you making your point known to other people in a positive way? I wonder, do you read blogs or even write one yourself? Do people still get a daily newspaper, and do they read that? And if so, what does that say about them, and what type of news are they reading, and where are people getting the majority of their daily input from in regards to news? For some of us that might just be through social media rather than through news sites, actual news sites, and we all know that with the advanced technologies of AI, that the news we get fed to our social media for the things that we're watching are going to be biased to what we've been looking at and searching before. So it's important to try and get a broad spectrum, as broad as we can, before we make any decision about it. I wonder what type of books you're reading, and how many people physically write them out with a pen and paper and then get them transposed into something else that we can all read, whether that's through physical books or a Kindle or an ebook, whatever else that might be as well. There's a saying that we all have a book inside of us. What's your book about? What would you like to write about? Or maybe you have written about one already. What's your next book that you're going to write about? Please make sure yours doesn't die with you, that you always share that, your knowledge, what you've learned, with other people. Because it's so important that us as amazing leaders, that we still try and put out a positive light in this sometimes dark world. And we can do that. And if we all do a little bit each day, I think it will all add up to make a really big difference. There's a great quote that I love, and it says that the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men and women to do nothing. And when you think about it, it's getting harder for the good men and women of the world to do something nowadays. So I'm encouraging you, what is it that you can do with the resources you have, with the skills, the knowledge, and everything else that you've got? What can you do to make a difference, to make something positive in this world, for those around you, for those in your life, whether that's at work or at home? What can you do to make a positive impact? Maybe it's something that you can do together. You can join forces with other people, and together you can put on something that is positive for not only yourself, but maybe your community, the people around you, maybe the people that you work with, or people at school or college or university. Whoever it is, that you can combine your efforts together to produce an even greater outcome, then I'd really encourage you today to do that. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you'll have an amazing day. And remember, why be average when you can be amazing?